Dear friends, my name is Yoli. I am invited to come give a workshop in Ulverton, Canada from 20 to 22 of January in 2023. That is very soon. And I'm going to introduce you in this video in what is my plan for that retreat for what we are going to do. Let me first start with the fact that the retreat has to offer you solutions and things that you can take home with you. So the retreat is very much practice oriented. When you are already involved in things like Chinese medicine, or you're doing Qigong or Tai Chi Chuan or yoga or anything else in alternative medicine, you will have a benefit from these workshops, this retreat, because of the things that we do that are meant as an enhancement of already existing practices. But also for beginners, this is a great opportunity to start with some really valuable information. I remember for myself how important these practices were in coming to understand the value of what I was actually learning, because it created both understanding on the mental level as well as in my feelings and in my body, so that in every way I had benefits from that. In the retreat, we're going to divide the days in several segments. There are three real practice segments. That's the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. We're going to add to that the breakfast, lunch, and dinner time, where we are going to talk about food medicine. Food medicine is a very important part, because food medicine is essential in all forms of spiritual and physical health training, to make sure that you are feeding yourself in the proper way. So we're going to talk about, ingredients, how to combine things. This is the simple things that everybody talks about, but we're also talking about the difference in perception of taste in Daoism, Chinese medicine, and perception and taste in Western culture, and also how food is being validated and how it is not validated, how it is validated in the West, and how these things contrast with each other and how they conflict with each other, but also how they can work together. So this is a very important part. I think everybody likes eating. If you don't like eating, you probably have an issue on that. So looking at food from a different kind of perspective makes it much more easy. You can ask questions during eating, of course, so we can talk about any subject that you want. When we are in the morning program, we are going to work on what is called morning practices. Morning practices are things to help you open up after the damage you do to yourself while you're sleeping. Taoism doesn't see sleeping necessarily as a good thing, so therefore we go talk about these kind of things, but we're especially going to practice to help you get fit and open up your body, so that you have more benefit from the whole day, you feel more vital and so on. At the moment when you are doing that, you also have to see that in the longer term perspective, so we're going to talk a little bit about that too. When we are in the afternoon, we're going to go work on what is called the core practices. The core practices are things from Xuanwu Qigong, that is a wide stance Qigong, and also Tai Chi Chuan. And this is a choice between symmetrical and asymmetrical practices, simple health practices and moral practices, but also between just very basic physical practice, mental practice, but also to put yourself into the larger context of nature, the world, and so on and so on. After all, I am a Daoist, so I like to share some of the aspects of Daoism through my practice, and you can ask me anything about that also. With my experience as a monk, I can share a lot of different kind of things. The last part in the evening, we're going to focus more on meditation and how meditation actually also influences your sleep behavior. We're going to talk about, and we go practice, of course, meditation, and we're going to practice some aspects of yoga, that is Daoist yoga, and how that actually works together with meditation, and how these two are interrelated, but also how they are interrelated with things like Qigong and Tai Chi Chuan. So how they all together, they form a totality of practices, which I normally call Daoland, because all these kind of things, you actually need a lot of different kind of things to find eventually the kind of long life that we are waiting for, to live at least 150 years. I look forward to see you in the workshop, and you can ask me in the workshop anything you want. I have assistance from Lucas Perez. Lucas Perez is one of my students. He lives in Canada, and he is going to assist me with translation, and he's going to give some of the topics while I make corrections on people. So he is going to assisting me in that things. After the workshop, I'm going to make sure that you get access to a special program. I'm going to record many things of the retreat, and I'm going to put them into a program so that afterwards you can see the highlights of that program, and you can go through the material to learn from again. I look forward to see you in that retreat. If you have any questions, contact the information below the video, talk with Lucas, and if you have any specific questions, he will give you also my number, so you can also call me with specifics. I look forward to see you, and well, wherever you come from, you're going to be more than welcome. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Xuanwu. I am a Wudang Daoist. I have been studying Daoism since I was 10, 11, after debilitating disease, and I have been curing myself from this with all the things that I'm actually teaching about. So I talk with everything about everything that I talk about. I talk from my own experience, and I'm going to share with you. We can talk about your issues that you need help with. We can discuss anything that you would like to do in the workshop.